Once upon a time, in a public library in Lee County. The library staff was getting in the holiday spirit and decorating for December. Everyone, that is, but one particular grumpy librarian. Allison and Brittany were decorating the trees when they noticed Amanda watching them. They asked her to come help, but she shook her head no. Brittany asked Amanda to sit right down so they could read her a story to get her in the holiday spirit. Amanda sat down, but boy, oh boy, you could tell she didn't want to. Hey, Christopher, get back to work.
Little Blue Truck's Christmas, written by Alice Shertle. Beep, 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 December's here. Little Blue Truck is full of cheer. Every Christmas, Little Blue has a delivery job to do. 5 trees ready to take a ride. How many trees will fit inside? 1 tree, 2 trees, 3 trees, 4. Just enough room for 1 tree more. 5 green trees make 1 big load. Beep, says Blue, let's hit the road. Blue has friends both far and near. Who needs a Christmas tree this year? Honk, says Goose, this big one, please. Now there are 4 green Christmas trees.
Moo, says the cow, this tall one, please. Now there are 3 green Christmas trees. Oink, says the pig, this fat one, please. Now there are 2 green Christmas trees. Meh, says the goat, this short one, please. Now there is 1 green Christmas tree. 1 tree left in the little blue truck. 1 tree left, what very good luck. Little blue truck needs a Christmas tree. Beep, 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 this one's for me.
What a fun story. Beep, beep. But it didn't seem to work. What a grumpy librarian. A little while later, Sheneeta and Delisa were placing holiday books up on display in the children's department. They saw Amanda and asked her to help. But you guessed it, that grumpy librarian shook her head no. So Delisa asked the grumpy librarian to sit right down so they could try to get her in the holiday spirit with a good book. Hey, what's Christopher doing back there?
Pete the Cat Saves Christmas, written by James Dean. "'Twas the day before Christmas, and Santa was ill. In the cold winter wind, he had caught a bad chill. Will Christmas be canceled? Will it come to that? Never, cried Santa. Let's call Pete the Cat. Santa asked Pete to deliver the toys to all the good girls and to all the good boys. I'll do it, said Pete, and although I am small, at Christmas we give, so I'll give it my all. Give it your all. Give it your all. At Christmas we give, so give it your all. Pete jumped in his minibus and started to roll. Road trip, cried Pete. First stop, the North Pole. The reindeer were waiting to give Pete a tow, so he packed up the presents and told them to go. Then the minibus flew, just like in a movie. Pete the cat cried, "This is totally groovy!" "I can do it," said Pete. "And although I am small, at Christmas we give, so I give it my all." Give it your all. Give it your all. At Christmas we give, so give it your all.
As the children were sleeping, all snug in their beds, Pete and his reindeer appeared overhead. Straight down the chimney, Pete flew in a dash, then back in his minibus, quick as a flash. Each time he delivered a holiday gift, he crossed off a name written on Santa's list. Santa's list was so big, and Pete felt so small, but at Christmas we give, so he gave it his all.
Give it your all. Give it your all. At Christmas we give, so give it your all.
At the very last minute, they reached the last house. Pete dashed in and out, just as quiet as a mouse. Then, right at the break of the new Christmas day, Pete and his reindeer were flying away. Back at the North Pole, old Santa was waiting. The elves and the town folks were all celebrating. Santa was dressed in his red coat and hat and cried, "Hip, hip, hooray for our friend, Pete the cat." "I did it," said Pete, "and although I am small, in the spirit of Christmas, I gave it my all."
Give it your all. Give it your all. At Christmas we give, so give it your all. At Christmas we give, so give it your all. Woo!
Well, Delisa and Sheneeta gave it their all, but it didn't seem to work. What a grumpy librarian. A little while later, Jordan and Beth were filling the children's craft bags when they saw Amanda putting up a small tree. Could it be working? Maybe another story will give Amanda the holiday spirit. And Christopher, seriously, those books aren't going to put away themselves.
How to Catch an Elf by Adam Wallace and Andy Elkerton. It's Christmas Eve. Hip, hip, hooray! Yes, Santa's coming round. He's bringing toys to girls and boys in every house in town. Some kids have tried to catch him, but Santa's fast, you see. So they've set their eyes on a smaller prize. And now they're after me. I'm not my friend upon a shelf who comes each year and sits. No, I've got style and I've got grace. I'm the elf that never quits. Now Santa's ready, time to go. I'm sure your traps are scary. I'll do my best to dodge them all and leave you feeling merry. In I go to Emma's house to make sure all is clear. A tinsel net? Oh, that's just fun. I won't get caught in here. Jaden's trap cannot be missed. I think it's double-sided. He's got his spot on my naughty list. You bet that's been decided. Another house is filled with treats. These kids are getting smarter. I can't resist the candy canes. My job is getting harder. Santa slowly lowers me into a dangerous room. If I touch down, he won't just frown. There'll be a bonbon boom. Your Christmas maze is all laid out. My work's no longer cushy. I safely brought you all your gifts, but hey, you zapped my tushy. And now my radar's perking up. This next one's quite a chore. We don't yet know what lies ahead in this family grocery store. We run inside and get caught up in an avalanche of food. We've seen all kinds of traps before, but not to this magnitude. The dinner cannon burps and spits and shoots out ham and gravy. And then it follows with dessert. Please, Santa, will you save me? We tumble down the waterfall above the Eggnog River. But Santa and I are an awesome team. Together, we deliver. And now it's time for us to leave. Our night is nearly done. You tried your best this Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas, everyone.
That was so cute. Well done, Jordan. I wonder if it worked. Where is that grumpy librarian anyway? Amanda sat by herself, rereading the fun little elf book, when she heard an odd noise. Could it be? Is it really? It is! The staff called the big guy, and Santa has arrived. He has a present for Amanda, her very own Santa hat. He asks her to follow him. He has a special story to read to her. And if this doesn't work to give Amanda the holiday spirit, nothing will.
"'Twas the Night Before Christmas" by Clement C. Moore. "'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With the little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight,
Merry Christmas to all a good night.
This is wonderful. Amanda isn't a grumpy librarian anymore. The staff is so excited, they might break out in song.
Amanda, the grumpy librarian, always seems to have a frown. And if you ever saw her, you want to turn it upside down. All of the other librarians used to try to make her laugh. They were hoping that Amanda would get a smile from the staff. Till one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Amanda, you just sit right here. I'll read you a story of Christmas cheer. Now all the libraries loved her, as they shouted out with a roar. Roar! Amanda, the grumpy librarian, you're not grumpy anymore.
Merry Christmas!
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. So come get some really good books. So come get some really good books. So come get some really good books. Come get them right here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. For we all need some Christmas reading. For we all need some Christmas reading. For we all need some Christmas reading at this time of year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho!
We killed it.
Happy holidays to all, and to all a good read.